Hello, how are you? My name is Dorothy Sutton. I am the owner of Ageless Beauty by Dorothy, and I am going to show you today in this video how to contour and highlight for the mature woman. So if you just stay tuned with me, I will go through the steps. It'll be really easy and quick, and I will explain why I do what I do. So the first thing I want you to know is that I do have most of my makeup on. I already have my foundation on. I have my eyeshadow on my brows. Now I'm to the point where it's time to contour and highlight areas of my face. And so as a mature woman, you can do a couple of things. You can use a cream contour or you can use a powder. I choose to use a cream. It's a little bit easier for me because I can actually blend it better with my foundation. I happen to use a foundation for contouring and highlighting. Some people will use concealer. Some people can even go and use powder, but this just works for me, and it's something that is very easy and doable. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and start with my highlight colors first, and I'm going to use a little brush here to do it, and I'm just gonna put it on the areas of my face that I want to bring forward. So my nose, I want this to be highlighted. And I'm using a light color. I'm gonna do it right here in this nasal labial fold, okay? And so that we can brighten this area up, and then we're gonna do our frown lines. So if we have any frown lines, you wanna go ahead and put some highlight in those areas, okay? The next area we wanna bring forward is this area of our forehead, because this is where the light would naturally hit, all right? And as far as our eyes are concerned, we don't want to go below this orbital bone, okay? And you just kind of want to get it in this area right here, but you don't want to go all the way out. What you can do is just put a little bit right here, but you don't want to get a whole bunch into if you have creases and wrinkles in this area, you don't want to get a lot of product in those areas because it'll cause it to crease more. So you want to brighten these areas up where the dark circles would be under your eyes. And don't go past this bone right here. The younger people can bring it way down, but we don't want to draw a lot of attention to this area down here underneath our eyes. So, and we just do a little bit out here. And then we're going to do a little bit down here so that we can cut out some cheekbones for us. A little bit of lightness right here in this area. And then I'm gonna go and we're gonna do our chin, because again, that's a high point on our face. And we're gonna bring this out because we're gonna recede this area right here. And it's good to put a little bit right here in this area because it gets a little hollow sometimes when we get older, and it doesn't give it, we don't want that sunk in look. Okay, so now that we have that on, I'm gonna go ahead and do the contour, and we're gonna contour the areas that we want to recede. And these are areas that we want to diminish or minimize or have put in the background. Let me find my contour brush. Here we go. And we're gonna take the contour, which is a darker foundation. I'm just using the darkest foundation that I have. If you're interested in what I'm using, you can just send me a message or a comment, and I can tell you what I use and what else I can recommend for you. Now we're gonna go under our nose, and we're gonna go to the side. We're gonna start from the brow down from this, and then we're gonna go all the way around, okay? Now some people like to put a little bitty line over here just to kind of give you that little button nose effect. That is why that is done. And then we're gonna just get this little area on the sides of our nose to kind of narrow this area. We're gonna get a little bit right here, okay? Now, oh, and I forgot to do one more thing. You wanna do the highlight right here on your, this is called your Cupid's bow, because it's another high point on your face. And so now we're going to get a firmer jawline, and we're going to go right here underneath our jawline. This gives us the appearance of a firmer jawline, okay? And then we're going to do a little bit right here, and this is going to give us the appearance of a fuller lip or more pouty lip. And then we're going to come from our ear, the top of our ear, and we're going to come down, but we're not going to go all the way over. We're going to just stop halfway. And this is going to give us a kind of more of a chiseled out look for our cheekbones, and it actually helps to narrow our face. It helps to take, it gives you the illusion of a smaller face. And then if you have a high forehead, you're going to come up about here and you're going to do your forehead. And you're going to put some color here, okay? So this is how you're going to contour. And what we're going to do is we're going to blend this in. So we're going to take a brush that I like to use a couple of different brushes. So with the contour, I like to blend that first. I'm just going to take a little brush, and this is like a little stipple brush, and I'm just going to go in little circular motions. And I'm keeping everything where I put it, okay? So do you see how that kind of gives you that more narrow look in your face, and it kind of gives you more of a defined cheek bone area, gives your cheeks some definition here. And you can bring that up. And then you're going to go down here and you're going to get this area down here and you're going to pull that down. And you're going to create that shadow, and it helps to also reduce the appearance of a double chin, so it just makes it less noticeable because it gives you that shadow effect, and it gives you more of a, you know, kind of firms up your jawline. You're going to do this right here. Now when you're doing your nose, you're going to bring it up, okay? You're not going to bring it down. So you're going to bring the contour up, but you're not going to bring it over. So you're just going to brush up or blend up, okay? And the reason why we're doing it right here, because we want this to recede, so we want a smaller nose. And then we're going to take our contour around our forehead and bring it around. And just make sure we're just blending all that in. So you're kind of doing like a 3 and an E. So if you look at it that way. So the mature woman can contour. We just do it a little bit differently, okay? We're not going to bring a bunch of highlighter way down here because it brings up a lot of, it kind of makes that area a lot more noticeable, and we're trying not to bring that much attention to our wrinkles and our bags. So we're going to blend this right here. You can use your finger, but what you're gonna, or you can use a blender, and you're just pushing it into your skin lightly. You're not pulling or tugging. You're just tapping it and pushing it in, okay? And all these you're just pushing into your skin, and it's going to emulsify with your skin, and it's actually going to look like your skin. So if you're using the proper products, this will actually help to blend in with the foundation that you already have. Now, we're not using this as something to hide anything as far as concealer is concerned. We're just using this to accentuate, okay? And just make sure you just tap it and bring it around, feather it out. Now, if you have areas that need to be concealed, you can conceal those areas with your concealer, and I'm going to show you that real quick after I do this blending. And I'm just tapping, I'm pushing it into my skin, okay? I'm not trying to move it around my face. I'm trying to keep it in the area that I put it. Make sure you get your nose real good. And this is going to help define your features. And so it kind of like brightens this area up so it's not so noticeable, these lines. Okay, so now the one thing I'm gonna do that's, it's not really a highlight and contour, it's actually just a conceal thing, and I'm just gonna show you really quick. I do have like a little brown spot right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a blush or an eyeshadow, whichever one. I'll just show you. It's going to be an orange color. So I'm going to use an orange eyeshadow, and that's going to knock this brown out. I'm just going to do that really quick so you can kind of see a more smooth appearance. And I'm going to take my pinky finger and just put a little bit right here. This orange will actually knock that brown out, believe it or not. Okay, and then I'm going to take just a little bit of my concealer, and that's just a tad bit darker, and I'm just going to tap that right on top of that. I'm not going to brush it or smoosh it on, or wipe it on, because I don't want it to go away. So when you color correct, that's another thing that you could do. You can color correct. You want to color correct before you conceal, okay? That's another thing that, and then right here, I forgot to do that. Okay, so that is it. So I just kind of did my contour and my highlight. You can actually go back over it later if you want to add powders and stuff like that, but this is how you do it with a cream foundation. So thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, please pass it along. You have a great day. Bye.